谢谢. The I'm here today not to preach to you, but simply point out another alternative that exists. We are living beings, and we have our lives, and in one way, they're very similar. We wake up, we have our jobs, we have our responsibilities, we think about our responsibilities. Sometimes things go our way, sometimes things don't go our way. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad. Sometimes tragedies take place that affect us. So all these things happen to all of us. And yet, through all the things that take place in one's life, there is a desire that's so basic as the need for a child to walk. You've seen a small baby. And the baby wants to walk. So the mother can try to explain, but the baby doesn't really know the language. He sees himself making that effort. He sees others walking. This is what he wants to do. This is what she wants to do. And gets up, tries, falls, gets up, and keeps doing. This urge is there, this want, this wish is there. It's the same way that this wish is there to be fulfilled in all things that we do, to be content, to feel full, not empty, full, to walk in this world with understanding, not living every day with just questions and no answers. So, let me tell you a story. One day, there was a competition between the sun and the wind. And the wind said, "I am more powerful than you," to the sun. The sun said, "Okay, if you think you are more powerful, great." And the wind said, No. You see, there is a difference when you know who you are and another one who doesn't know what it is. Huge difference. So the wind wants to prove something, but the sun has nothing to prove. So the wind challenges. "Oh, come on. I am stronger than you." The sun said, "How do you want to prove this?" So they look down and they see a man walking on the road. and it's cold, so he has a jacket, and he's wearing his jacket, and he's walking. The wind said, "Whoever can make him take off his jacket is the more powerful one." So the sun said, "Okay." So the wind blew. And the wind blew and blew stronger and stronger. And as the wind blew stronger and stronger and stronger, the man held on to his jacket even more because it was cold and windy. So he hung on even more, even more, even more. And more the wind tried, the more he hung on to his jacket. Finally, the wind said, "Okay, that's it. I tried. Now you try." And the sun came out and started shining. And no more wind. And the sun is shining, and it became warm. And as it became warm, the man had no need for the jacket, so he took off the jacket. Same way, we're the man, we're the person who's walking on that road. And more the wind blows of confusion, of ideas, of concepts, the more we hang on. But when the sun of knowledge, knowing, understanding, clarity, when the sun shines, then we don't need the jacket anymore. And we can put it aside. We can take it away. I know you have come here to hear about peace. You like peace? But what if I told you that if you're looking for peace, the peace is inside of you? Not outside, inside. Does this surprise you? Are you surprised? Are you? Or did you know that? Did you know that peace was inside of you? Then I ask you a question. If you knew that peace was inside of you, why were you looking for it on the outside? It's a logical question. Why? What were you looking for? Were you really looking for peace? Or were you looking for fulfillment of an idea? You want real peace in your life, or do you want peace that goes like this? I am in peace, 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 I am in peace. Which peace do you want? Do you want peace that really dances in your heart? Or do you want a peace that says, here, I am in peace? Which one do you want? If you want this peace, I am in peace, I cannot help you. I don't have it. I am in peace. I don't have a t-shirt. I am in peace. I don't have a tattoo or a tattoo machine. I am in peace. Which peace do you want? So then, you are not incomplete. You are complete, but you don't know. You are alive, but you forget. You forget. You forget. You forget. I am alive. How could you forget? How could you forget you are alive? But you do. Then somebody close to you dies. Oh my God. Then we all go, oh, life is so fragile. It goes by so quickly. And then 2 days later, forget. Because you, in your life, need to make knowing a habit. Your habit right now is somebody tells you something, oh, okay, I'll believe you. That's all. The habit isn't, I need to know. I will tell you another story. One time, there was this kingdom. And in this kingdom, the king received a very important message. And the message was that in his kingdom, in a village far away, a scientist had figured out a way to live forever. Forever. So, when the king heard this, he was very happy. Wow. He called his ambassador and he said, you, go right now, don't delay. Go right now to this village and find the secret of living forever from this scientist. And come back and tell me, because I want to live forever. So the ambassador said, okay, I'll go. He goes, no, don't delay. Don't delay, go now. So, okay, I'll get things together, I'll go now. So the journey to the village was of one day. So the king is waiting and waiting, very impatient. Hardly he can sleep. He's walking, he's thinking, when is he going to come? 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 Finally, 2 days later, the ambassador returned. And the king was, tell me. The ambassador said, sorry. When I got there, the scientist died. So I can't tell you anything. The king was furious. I told you to leave right away. You didn't. Had you left a few minutes earlier, you would have made it there. You would have found out the way to live forever. And now I would know and I could live forever, but you delayed. And because you delayed, the person died before he could tell you how to live forever. So the king said, you must be punished. So next day, the court is held. Everybody is there. And the king is debating. Some people are saying he should be executed now. Some people are saying, no, it's not his fault. A big debate is happening in the court. And a wise man happened to be walking by. So he said, what is this quarreling all about? So he came in, and people told him the story that there was a scientist who had figured out a way to live forever. The king dispatched his ambassador, but by the time the ambassador reached there, the scientist had died, and now they are trying to figure out how to punish the ambassador. And the wise men said, are you stupid? If he had figured out how to live forever, why did he die? You're quarreling about the punishment, and nobody is thinking that he didn't know. Because if he had known, why would he have died? Same thing. Same thing. Where is it? The peace that we are looking for? Inside of us. Where do people say it is? Where do people say it is? Oh, on top of the mountain. So you think top of the mountain has peace? No. When storm comes, it's very stormy. But we don't look where it is inside of us. We forget what is the power of this breath. Do you know the power of this breath? Do you? Do you? So we prepare to search. We're going to read this, and we're going to visit this place, and we're going to go there, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. But there's something happening right here, your breath. But do you know it, what it is? You have learned a lot of things in your life. Do you know what this is? You know what is going on here? What happened when you were born? Do you know what happened when you were born? Do you know? They were looking for one thing. They were looking for one thing. Are you breathing or not? Do you know that? Anybody ever tell you that? Probably not. But they were looking. They were looking for one thing. Breathing or not. And if some of you who have had children, you know this is what they look for. Breathing or not. And when you die, if you are dead or alive, how do they know? How do they know? Machine? 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 They look at the machine. Dead. You know. Then they look at you. And if you are still breathing, they don't say, you die. Machine says you are dead. No, they say machine is faulty, not you. Last thing you take is this breath. You begin this journey called life with the first breath, not exhaling, inhaling. First breath comes. Last one, and not coming in again. And what is the power of that? So far, this is happening, you are alive. You are alive. Not because you are a businessman, you are alive. Not because you can cook, you are alive. Not because you are an aunt, you are alive. Not because you are a mother, you are alive. Not because you are a father, you are alive. Not because you have a business, you are alive. No, only one thing, that this breath is coming into you, and this breath is coming out, and this breath is coming in. You are alive. So what does it mean? It means that there is no balance. It means that there is knowledge of all these things that you have. You know how to cook, you know how to drive, you know how to fly, you know how to do this, 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 but you have no knowledge of the self. Oops. Problem. Big problem. All those people who are wearing glasses, here, you have a frame. And the frame is holding the lens that corrects your vision. Right? But if the lens was missing and the frame was there, what good is the glass? Is it any good? Will it correct anything? No. That is self-knowledge. To know others is wisdom. To know others is wisdom. To know the self is enlightenment. And when you begin to understand the self, then you realize who you are. That you are more blessed than you can imagine. You are on this face of this earth to experience the truest joy. Truest joy. That you are on the face of this earth to experience the truest beauty. Truest. A guitar can be played like a drum. You can put the guitar upside down and go dun 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 dun. But it will never sound like a drum. A guitar is meant to be played like a guitar. And when the guitar is played, it has the capacity, it has the capability to produce beautiful, beautiful sound. Your life is akin to you been playing the guitar like a drum. And it sounds like dung, 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 but not what it is supposed to. Not what it is supposed to. You have the possibility, but what has not happened, that you have not learned how to play this instrument. So, what do? We complain. What do we complain? When times are bad, we say, my fate, my destiny, it is terrible. Look what's happening to me. I am not successful. Why is that person successful? Why is that person successful? Why is that person successful? Look at me, I am not successful. Look at me, I am so poor. Oh, look at me, my fate is so bad. Isn't that what we do? When the truth is that you are blessed beyond belief. But you are not seeing your blessing. The truth is, you have everything. But you are not using the eyes to see that which is real. You're not seeing You're living your life like this. You've got your eyes closed and you're going, okay, I see this. Oh, okay, it's here. Oh, yeah, okay. But open your eyes and see perfection. Open your heart and feel the heaven. The heaven. You want to go to heaven? You want to go to heaven? You have any idea where heaven is? You have any idea where it is? It's here. Here, on the face of this earth. Who are you? You are the coming together of two things. Two. It takes two. One is the very finite. Dirt. Dirt. Do you know what you're made out of? Do you know? I can give you a scientific explanation, but you don't need that. Next time you go out, look around. Look around. And you see the dirt, you see the mountains, you see the air, you see the water. That's what you're made out of. That's what you're made out of. Dirt. You, every day, try to clean the dirt. The dirt tries to clean the dirt. Every day. Oh, I am dirty. Oh my goodness, I am dirty. No. And the dirt says, now I am clean. The dirt says, now I am clean. And then the dirt becomes dirty, and the dirt becomes dirty, and the dirt becomes dirty, and the dirt tries to clean, and the dirt tries to clean, and the dirt tries to clean, till one day the two are not together anymore, and the dirt stays dirt, and nobody washes the dirt anymore. And the dirt then goes back to being the dirt. And what is the other? The other is the divine. That which was, is, and always will be. The infinite. That which cannot be created and cannot be destroyed. And the two have come together. And when they are together, there is you. Powerful. The two most unlikely things, the infinite and the finite, have come together to make you. The air has no color. the water has no shape. The air has no color, and the water has no shape. But for a very brief period of time, when the air and the water mix, you know what it becomes? It becomes a cloud. And for that brief period of time, the air has taken on a color, and the water has taken on a shape. You, my friends, are that cloud. And in that cloud, even one raindrop, something has been waiting for a really long time for that one raindrop, because that one raindrop can quench that thirst. That one raindrop could begin the process of that seed germinating. One raindrop. One raindrop from this. The raindrop of kindness, the raindrop of understanding, the raindrop of clarity, the raindrop of simplicity, the raindrop of joy, the raindrop of that beauty. Then this cloud will never be in vain. It would have fulfilled its purpose. It would have fulfilled the very reason for its existence. The coming together. There is a lot of air on the face in this atmosphere. A lot. And there is a lot of water. A lot. I mean a lot of water. Next time you see a cloud, think of yourself. Of all that water that is on the face of this earth and all the air that is in the atmosphere, here is one cloud. Ever changing. Absolutely. Ever changing, never static, never still. And what does it have? It holds in it the purest of the water, the drop. You know, they don't teach you just everyday stuff about what these clouds are all about. And once you start flying and you get involved in aviation, then you learn what it is. And it's amazing. The power of one of these clouds, especially the ones you get in the summertime, have enough electricity in them to power a decent small-sized town for a whole day. And of course, some even more, and some even more, and some even more, and some even more. Not to be taken lightly. You know, when you first start flying, you go, yeah, I want to go through that cloud. And then the instructor tells you, go around, not through. How high can they go? They can go up to 65,000 feet high. Limit of the tropopause. Power. And yet, what is it? Just the vapor, the air, and the water. Do you realize your possibility? Do you see your possibility? Because if you do not see you, how will you recognize another human being? That's the problem. Human beings don't recognize another human being. They recognize, what religion are you? How wealthy are you? They have clubs. They actually have clubs. Some clubs are called Millionaires Club. If you are a millionaire, you can join the club. So everybody in the club is a millionaire. They have doctors club. Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? Okay, you can join the club. They have a pilots club. You pilot? You pilot? Okay, you can join the club. And here we are. And there is no human club. There is no club that says, you are like me. Have you ever seen a dog go crazy looking at himself in the mirror? When I was very young, we used to have one, a little Lhasa Apso. And he was very hot-tempered. And he would go in front of a mirror and he would go, and then wah 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 wah, hours, wah 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 wah. What advice would you have for that little dog? What advice would you have for that little dog? What advice would you have for that little dog? It's you. It's you are barking at. What advice would I have for the people who try to justify wars? Don't mistake that soldiers make wars. Soldiers don't make wars. Soldiers don't want wars. They don't like wars. But the societies come together and say, no, it's okay to have the wars. So it's very much like blah, 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 blah. What advice would you have for them? You are killing yourself. You are killing yourself. When people go hungry in this world, what advice would you have for them? You are hurting yourself. No one else. You are hurting yourself. Only if you knew who you are, that the other one is just like you. People want peace. So they have idea, very much an idea what is peace. Well, if we had peace, we would have no more wars. So let's end the wars and we will have peace. Wrong. Wrong. First, have peace. Not first end the wars. The reason why there is a reason why there is a war. There is a reason why there is a war. And if the reason why there is a war stays even after you get rid of the war, a new war will start. And a new war will start. And if it is not one kind of war, it will be another kind of war that will start. Because if the fire started in your kitchen and the fire is still going, you could try to put out the fire in the living room, but then if the fire is still going in the kitchen, it'll go to the bedroom. You could go in the bedroom and you could start the fire and stop the fire in the bedroom, then it'll start somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else. This is what happens. You have heard me use the word knowledge. What is the opposite of knowledge? Ignorance. Not knowing yourself is ignorance. Not understanding what this existence is the greatest ignorance. Not knowing who you are is the greatest ignorance. And because of that ignorance, in this whole world, there is an upset balance. The balance is upset. It's completely upset. The father smiles 10 times a day, 20 times a day for people he doesn't know, but not even sometimes once for the ones he loves dearly. We go out. Oh, hello, I'm good. Thank you. Yes, very nice to meet you. 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 And does the husband say that to his wife? Very nice to see you today. It's so wonderful to see you today. To your child, I'm so happy to see you today. Do we? You think something is unbalanced? I think so. I think so. Strangers, oh, nice to see you. The ones you love, well, eat. You are late for school. Imbalance. Not understanding what it is all about. And in this giant imbalance, we look for goodness. When it is too late, we say, the child runs away. Oh, my child, where are you? I love you so much. Please come back home. After the child runs away. All the time the child was coming home every day, nothing. Hey, how are you? Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. Da, 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 da. Imbalance. Of course there is an imbalance. Do we listen to each other? No. Least used organ right here, ear. Not really an organ, but least used right here. The governments don't listen to the people. The people don't listen to the governments. The father does not listen to the children. The children don't listen to the father. Everywhere. Comes in, goes out. Comes in, goes out. Comes in, goes out. This is the condition of this world. Unconsciousness prevails. And through this whole drama that is taking place, all this drama that is taking place, another one. Just came a miracle. Just came. And just gone. And just came. And just go. Do you know how many times you just took a breath whilst I've been talking? I don't even know. But without it, we would know. Open yourself to understanding yourself. I'm not talking about other people, I'm talking about you. You understand yourself, who you are, what you have been blessed with, what lies in you, the power of understanding. To have in this life not fear, not confusion, but gratitude. To have in this life not questions, but answers. To have in this life not the ugliness, but the beauty. To have in this life not the complicated, but the simplicity. To have in this life not the barren desert, but a green field that yields the crops of contentment every single day. When you understand what I'm saying, you will understand what peace is. And when you understand what peace is, you will understand it is not far from you. With these eyes, you can see everybody. But there is one person you cannot see with these eyes. You know who it is? You know who it is? It's you. You need a mirror to see the self. And this is the mirror that is the knowledge by the very definition of what knowledge means. To know. To know. Because the mirror doesn't show the world, but shows the self. That which is reflecting in it. It has the capacity to reflect back. Without judgment. Without good, without bad. It has the capacity to reflect back. You need to see the reflection of you. Why? Why? Because when you see that reflection from the purest eyes, you will see the most beautiful. You will see, you will feel, you will understand the blessing of the divine. I'm not here to say, oh, you should follow this religion or you shouldn't follow this religion. That's up to you. I'm not here to push a book. You see, I am from the tradition, a very, very old tradition. Very old tradition. The tradition of going place to place and making the message of contentment and peace and fulfillment a living message. Not a song, because once it became a song, it was already set. And once it was written in a book, it was really set. This message comes not from an inscription of a book, not an inscription written on a stone, but it is the tradition of those who deliver a living message for the living people. You. It does not meant for a generation after you or a generation before you. But I am from that tradition of those who deliver a living message for the living people. Not a song, not a book, not etched on stone. This is the living message. You are alive. This is the living message. You are blessed. This is the living message. Know thyself. This is the living message. Be in that place where peace resides. This is the living message. Be fulfilled. That's the living message. It is presented in all different ways. Because it's living. It's living. It's living. It lives for the living. And the living hear it, and they think, and they think, and they think, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then you open your heart and you understand. You understand. Flying is like that too. They tell you, oh yes, and the reason why the wing flies is because the air is moving faster over the wing than below the wing, which is creating a low pressure and a high pressure underneath and a low pressure on top of the wing, and therefore the wing goes up. Then you sit down in the cockpit and you look, and you don't see anything. But it flies. So now, if you know how to fly or you're learning how to fly, which section have you come across which says it feels really good? It doesn't exist. It's not in the regulations. It's not in the flying manual. It's nowhere, anywhere. But when you fly, it just feels so good. Why? What is the scientific explanation of why it feels good? There is none, there never will be. There never will be. There never will be. Contentment is like that. Fulfillment is like that. Generation after generation on the face of this earth have listened to this message. And with an open heart, when they had that, they understood. Because not everything can be understood by logic. You know that there is a sun. And you know it rises in the east every morning and it sets in the west every evening. You know that, right? Logically, you know that, right? Now, I ask you a question. Why does it look beautiful? Why does it look beautiful when it rises in the morning or sets in the evening? Why? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Have you never watched a sunset? A beautiful sunset? Why does it look beautiful? Which filter is beauty filter? What is the angle where it becomes beautiful? You, the living being, look from your heart, open your eyes, and see what you have been given. Then you will be on the right path to peace. Thank you very much for coming this evening, and I hope you enjoy. Most importantly, enjoy your life. Thank you very much. Good night.